Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Tilo Mad coming at you with another video. And I know it's been a minute since I dropped a video. My bad about that. Been a little busy, been a little bit of a bum. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a little bummish last week, but we got a new season coming in. We got a new tournament coming in and many other things that I'm excited to bring to you guys. So just be looking forward for those. If you guys aren't subbed yet, make sure you sub to the channel and also hit the like button. Show me a little bit of love. Give me encouragement and help me crank these videos out. All right, but we got another video, and this video is going to be a roster review. I'm excited. This is going to be for James, and James has a newish account. It's around the 1 million GP level, so he has a bright future in this game. He can really mold this account to be just excellent. I'm really jealous of these new people that are coming into the game because they have the ability to learn from all our mistakes, all our things that we've learned across our time playing this game, and James is no exception. And I'm really liking where his account is and the different roads he can take. Alright, and first things first, if you want your own roster review, make sure you join the Discord. Link is going to be down below in the description. So just hop in there, say what's up, let me know you want a roster review. I'm going to put you down on the list and I'll get to you as soon as I can. But alright, focusing on James' account, first things first, right here, we're going to take a look at his fleet arena. And when it comes to fleet arena, the first thing I see right off the rip is that you don't have Houndstooth. Houndstooth is a key, so definitely make that a priority farm for you and make sure you get Houndstooth. Houndstooth has been meta since he's came out, and it would really help your ranking and help you get them crystals. Next up is going to be your regular arena, your character arena. I see that you're running the Vader squad. Vader can be good, but it's not going to hold for you. There's different roles that you can take into your own roster. We're going to talk about those and really help you increase your arena rank, and that's going to help you get crystals as well, and that's going to help you progress your account even further. But alright, let's take a look at your roster. Alright, and right off the rip, you're going to take a look at his roster, and you're going to notice he's only at 1.1 GP. So right now is early game for you. You're only sitting at 1 million GP, but you already have a couple legendaries. You have Yoda, you have Padme, you got EP, and you also have Thrawn. Don't think I didn't see that Thrawn. That Thrawn is nice. Just make sure you get him to G12, but really liking your roster. Same thing with Raid Han. I definitely see it right there. Get him to G12 as well. He's a great character to have. I'm really liking your roster. There's a couple characters I would say just stop gearing these fools, like Maze, maybe even TIE Fighter, Lumi, especially. I would just leave her alone. I know she's a cool character, but in the game she's trash, and you don't want any part of her. But I'm really liking your roster so far. I saw your General Kenobi as well. You have him. Gear him up. You already invested a Zeta in him. He's usable even at a lower star level. He's not to his max potential, but around your GP he'll be usable. But really liking what you're doing. And let's take a look at your speed. Alright, your speed, I love seeing Thrawn at the first spot. Just shows me that you know what you're doing. Make sure you get this dude geared up to at least G12. That's going to give him a little more additional speed and really help you out right there. Definitely like seeing Padme up there as well. Just make sure she's super healthy. That's going to help you out big time as well. And get your CLS too. Same thing with your Han. Make sure he's geared up, ready to go. That's an awesome character right there. And put some speed on him as well. Alright, first things first, we're not going to take a look at the 501st because those are non-existent on your account right now. But your bounty hunters are something I wanted to take a look at, because your bounty hunters are going to be key for you because that unlocks Chewbacca. Chewbacca is going to be a must. Those three characters, CLS, Raid Han, and Chewbacca, are a team amongst themselves, especially in those lower divisions that you're going to be in GAC. That can take out a majority of squads that you're going to be facing and really help you out in your GAC. And also, bounty hunters, great squad, especially in the early divisions. You can either put them on defense or offense, and that's going to help you out big time. Plus Houndstooth. Houndstooth is a must. Like I said on the beginning of this roster review, you need Houndstooth for your arena, your fleet arena. So make sure you get him up, get Bosk up, and that's going to help you big time in not only your arena shard and also your fleet shard. Alright, next up we're going to take a look at your Empire. I like your Empire. You have Thrawn, you have Vader, and you have EP. Vader and EP are sitting at G12, so that's always really good to see. When it comes to Thrawn, you need to get him to G12, like I said earlier. He's one of those characters that are in the upper echelon of characters, He's probably one of the best characters in the game, in the beginning game all the way down to the end game level. He's a must. Get him to G12. He's going to help your account big time. And then when it comes to the other characters, you got options. You can either put the characters that you have right now that are started up and just put gear on them, or maybe even do better characters like Piet. Farm him up, put him on the squad. That's going to help your team get even better. Same thing with Shore. Shore is another option. Provides a tank for you, a pre-taunting tank, and that's going to be a big help. Or even just sit put with the characters you have right now. Use those in GAC, as that's probably going to take out a majority of different teams that you're going to be facing. And that's something that I maybe would suggest. Don't heavily invest into other characters right now into that Empire squad. I know it's your squad arena, but eventually you are going to change, and I would imagine it would be pretty soon. So definitely hold off on other Empire characters until that time comes, and then you can establish a really good 5-man team with them. Alright, and next up we're going to take a look at your Ewoks. Ewoks aren't the best squad, but this is going to allow you to get C-3PO, so we are going to take a look at it. And C-3PO is just a beast. It goes on a whole bunch of different squads and really bolsters whatever squad he is on. So definitely start farming these. You don't have to apply the gear on them, but make sure they're started up, ready to go. And definitely the number one I would say start farming would be low grade. Farm him out of the store. That's the only place he's available. So every time you see him, make sure you have a couple of that currency saved up to just buy a couple of him whenever he pops up, because that's going to help you big time, especially with that event, because that event is a pain, and you're definitely not going to like it, especially if you don't have low grade. So definitely keep an eye on that. Farm whatever characters you need right there, maybe on the backside or passively, but definitely want to consider getting your Ewoks up eventually. And then next up, we're going to take a look at your first order. When it comes to your first order, you don't have them truly developed, so this is something I would say put on the back burner as of now, but this is going to be a major team in the future if you are going for a GL. And when that time comes, obviously you're not near it right now, but SLKR would be my number one choice. So this is definitely something that I would farm, maybe passively as well. So when that time comes, you are a little bit ready with the star levels, but definitely don't make this a priority. You're nowhere near getting ready for SLK or a GL at all. So just make sure that it is just on your back of your mind and you're picking them up in the stores whenever you see them. Alright, and next up we're going to take a look at your Galactic Republic. And your Galactic Republic is really nice. I really like what you're doing here. You got Padme, you have Jedi Knight Anakin, you have Grandmaster Yoda, you have Ahsoka, you have almost 7-star General Kenobi. You just need 2 stars on there. You got R2, so you have options. I would maybe leave this on defense. I don't know if your Empire holds as well as your Padme squad would. I would definitely consider it, and definitely try to get those stars up on your GK. I know that you had problems, but those problems are resolved, so you should have that in no time. But really like what you're doing here, and definitely good job. This is probably one of your most developed teams, and a really good team to pick to develop. Make sure you put gear on your Ahsoka. Get her to at least G12 pretty quickly, because that's going to help you big time, and really just help you maybe even in arena. Alright, and up next we're going to take a look at your Geos. Your Geos, they just need gear, and this is going to be one of those squads you place on defense, especially in the lower GAC levels. This is going to be a killer squad. A lot of players around your level don't have Traya, so that's going to be a really big help. When it comes to your teams, I would definitely put this probably in your bottom zone, because you're not in the double fleet area like in Division 1 and Division 2. This is going to be most effective in that front bottom zone and really stop people, but definitely want to put those gears on them. Alright, and right here we're going to take a look at your Jedi. Your Jedi are missing 2 big things, and this would be Jedi Knight Revan and Jolee. Those would be my priority farms for your roster, just because it's really going to transform things and really give you a meta squad that really takes out anything that you're pretty much going to see around your GAC bracket, and really would definitely put those on priority, especially Jolee. You have Bastila already. Jolie just provides that revive and really makes that annoyance of the team and really can get you through a lot of different squads that you're going to be facing. But we'll talk about this more when we talk about your Old Republic and see what you're needing for Revan. Alright, and right here we're going to take a look at your Old Republic. You have Bastila. Definitely make this a priority. Get Bastila to G12. Same thing can be done with Zalbar. Zalbar is a great character. I like him a lot. I use him in a lot of different squads. So if you put a lot of gear into him, maybe even get into a G11, G12 level, I'm not mad at you. He's a great character. Mission's another nice character. You can get her around G11. She'll be fine for the event. Get Jolie as soon as you can. Jolie's going to be really clutch for you, and get Jolie to gear 12. That's not even in question. You need to have him at gear 12, and that's going to be really all the gear that you really have to invest in that squad. The other character I believe you need is what's that cat girl? Johanny. You're going to need Johanny, and Johanny you cannot put gear on her. You can leave her at gear 3, gear whatever. You don't have to invest gear on them. If you invest a little heavier into the good characters, this event isn't that hard, and you'll have Revan, and that's going to be a really big help, especially to your arena ranking. Alright, next up we're going to take a look at your Phoenix, and usually we don't do this, but really want to take a look at your Phoenix and talk about this because you do have Thrawn already, and you did a great job getting Thrawn. I see that you didn't heavily invest into these characters, and I'm really excited about that. Sometimes people get into the trap of over investing into their Phoenix. Phoenix is a squad that you're really not going to be using other than to get Thrawn. You might use Ezra, so not mad at you if you want to put extra gear on him. Not recommended unless you have, say, a Jedi Master Luke or a Jedi Knight Luke eventually in the future, but as of right now you're probably not going to use him that much. So really just keep these guys the way they are, let them ride, and don't over bloat your GP, and really just focus on characters that's going to help you in the moment. Alright, and next up we got your Rebels. I like the Rebels that you have right now. You have CLS, you have OG Han, you got R2D2, that's another legendary. Like the team right there. Definitely would say maybe after Revan, start getting your Chewbacca up. That's going to be a big help. That's a team right there within themselves. I don't know if you were here when Chupio Marquis came out, but if you were, if you have him, if you haven't unlocked him, I would definitely unlock him. Gear him up, say to even gear 8. That's definitely going to be a big boost to your team that you have existing right now, and that can get you through a lot of different squads. Alright, next up we got your Resistance, and your Resistance is non-existent, so just leave it the way it is right now. We'll go back to that eventually later. Right here we got your Scoundrels, and this is something I really wanted to talk to you about. I see you have Nest unlocked. Get her and put gear on her right away, especially at a 1.1 GP range. She can solo a lot of different squads. When it comes time to gearing or modding her, let me know. We can help you mod her and really take out a lot of different things. But definitely gear her up. That's going to be a big help to you in your GAC. Alright, and up next you got your Separatists. Your Separatists need some work. Make sure you're farming your GG. GG is going to be a really big help to your defense. And make sure that you're eventually, maybe after Bounty Hunters, after you get Chewbacca, this would be a definitely squad that I ease myself into. Start getting B1, B2. Gear those bad boys up, and you got a nasty defensive squad around the 2 or 3 point GP range around eventually after where you get all those other characters. But really like this squad, so make sure you keep that in mind and be prepared to start gearing and starting these fools up. Alright, and next up we're going to take a look at your Sith, but unfortunately you don't have your Sith really developed. You don't have Traya. Your Scion is barely unlocked, not geared up. Same thing with Nihilus. Nihilus is not even unlocked yet. So I would definitely, if you're not already in a heroic Sith guild, I would definitely start searching. A lot of guilds will help you out even at a low GP if you're getting your 600. Just make sure that you're getting your 600 every day, and that's going to be a big plus to you. But make sure, if you're not in a heroic Sith guild, that should be your #1 priority. Not only is it going to give you Traya shards, but it's going to give you better rewards for the raid itself, and really just help you develop your roster even further, especially if you're not getting that crystal income. Alright, and that's going to do it for your roster review, James. If you have any questions at all, hit me up in the Discord. I can help you out even further. But before we get done, I just want to lay out a couple different things that are going to help you with your roster. First things first, I know you're low on crystals just because you're fleet and your character arena, but if you can spare the crystals, farm for mods. You do at least the 50s, and that's going to help you big time. If you can start developing your mods, that's a big plus. Also, like I just said, get yourself in a heroic Sith guild if you're not in one already. And really what I would definitely suggest as well, keep your relics low. Don't heavily invest into relics yet. Maybe when you get around the division 3, the division 4 level, I would definitely start maybe right there getting into relics. But if you can keep them as low as possible for the longest possible and really start developing those A and B teams and not really going for those GLs right off the rip, that's going to help your roster in the long run. So really keep that in mind when you're developing your roster. And if you have any further questions at all, hit me up in the Discord. You know where to find me. I'll hit you up as soon as I can. I know I would be working a lot, but definitely I'm gonna try to get to you as quick as I can. All right. And for everybody else that wants their own roster review, hit me up in the Discord. Like I said in the beginning of the video, the link is going to be down below in the description. So just hop in there, say what's up, let me know, and I'll put you on the list. All right. And make sure you hit that like button, sub to the channel, comment down below if you want to chop it up about his roster. If you don't disagree with anything I said, help him out as well and comment. Let him know your opinions as well, and really make this a community effort to help him build up his roster and make it the best it can be. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, and peace.